Back with another lift ranking video that I know you've all been waiting for. This one is from Snowshoe, West Virginia. While there are 11 lifts in total, we're mainly going to focus on the 7 Snowshoe ones. But hey, if we ever get to the Silver Creek lifts, we can put together a mega lift ranking for y'all. How about that? Okay, now it's time for us to get started. So with all that said and done,
we're joint ski lifts and rides, and this is every lift at Snowshoe ranked.
-1. Oh my gosh, it's thundering outside! What is that? What is that?
Who just said he was gonna skip something? Listen, this is not what we do. We do not skip stuff regardless of its level. Just be wise and follow the whole list. Because that's what you do.
Okay, Mr. Owl, I'll take your word for it. 7. Skitter. Just a basic beginner lift. Nothing too special. Other than it's slightly better than Potato Patch at Winter Green. But on the plus side, the chairs are at least pretty comfortable. 6. Powder Ridge. These next few lifts are all going to be basically the same thing. They're all in close proximity to each other, but Powder Ridge runs slightly higher up than the other two C-Techs. There are some homes up top, but you wouldn't really use this for lapping just because most of the terrain is accessible from Powder Monkey. 5. Grab Hammer. This is the lift that takes you closer to the main village, but not directly to the top. From there, you'll have to take the boring skitter lift, or you'll have to ski all the way down to get to Ball Hooter. If I were to make one change to this lift, it would be to extend the top terminal to where it actually reaches the village, so that you won't have to worry about waiting in a long line. 4. Powder Monkey. I would consider this to be the best of the 3 C-Techs because you can actually reach Western Territory from here. How about that? Also an original lift from 1974, it's been hauling through all those winters, and it still holds up. Some good trails include Tail Tree, Gandy Dancer, Whistle Punk, and Progression Park, all of which make it a good lappable lift, and Western Territory is directly across the street. 3. Ball Hooter. It is the main egress lift to return to Snowshoe Village, and as a result, it gets hit with really huge lines. Like Blue Ridge Express and Wintergreen, the first portion of this lift is tucked in the trees, while the second portion is out in the open. While the lift itself is enjoyable, it's not really used for lapping. What's worse is that there's no other way to access Snowshoe Village without taking the Ball Hooter lift, so be ready for a long wait. 2. Western Express. This is the only lift on the backside of Snowshoe. It's got the tallest and the longest trails both at the shoe and on the east coast. The downside is that there are only 2 trails, Cut Run and Shay's Revenge, so if you're lapping this thing, you're probably gonna get tired of lapping the same trails over and over again. Western Territory does have some potential, but overall, it leaves me just feeling Wait a second. Why am I all the last? Where am I? Why is my voice sounding like this? Ow! So like I was saying, Western Territory is good, I just wish it has more trails than it already has. So let's find out what number 1 is. 1. Soaring Eagle Express. By far the best section to lap at Snowshoe. It has its own set of trails separate from the main mountain, so you don't have to worry about a long line. Unlike the Western Territory, this area has a lot more variety of trails such as Widowmaker, Sawmill, Camp 99, J-Hook, just to name a few. Along with Pioneer Ridge at Steamboat and Highlands at Wintergreen, this is also on the list of favorite sections to lap at ski resorts. Also, the good news is that it has its own base area, so theoretically, you could start and end your day at Top of the World without having to wait half an hour for Ball Hooter. Snowshoe is a good family resort. It is not too big, but it's also not too small either. If you're looking for a day trip destination, I would recommend Snowshoe, and take advantage of all the terrain that the mountain has to offer. What I mean is you could start at the Soaring Eagle side and work your way across the mountain until you get to Powder Ridge or Western Territory. That will do for every lift at Snowshoe. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and as always, leave your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned for some more countdowns and chairlift rides. Bye for now.